We all know space is unimaginably vast, right? With countless stars scattered across the cosmos, it's only natural to wonder whether some non-earthling creatures might exist out there. Sometimes, the thought that we could be alone in the universe is both thrilling and a bit unsettling. But the idea that alien life could be out there, and whether it's anything like us, has intrigued philosophers and scientists since ancient times. In the video, someone states, "I'm 99.9% sure there's alien life. It's not a random guess. We've already transmitted radio waves into space, and there's a strong scientific perspective that Earth itself may not be unique at all." In ancient Greece, there were philosophers like Aristotle, who believed Earth is the center of the universe, and others like Epicurus, who argued the universe is infinite, and random collisions of atoms could create worlds similar to Earth. During the Middle Ages, the Christian worldview dominated Europe, stating Earth was the special creation of God. Yet, thinkers like Galileo and Giordano Bruno challenged this by insisting that the universe is possibly infinite, and Earth might not be unique, leading to intense controversy and even persecution. As modern astronomy and physics advanced, the vastness of the cosmos was verified. Many scientists, such as Carl Sagan, have championed the notion that with so many stars and planets, it'd be a huge waste of space if Earth were the only place with life. I also share that perspective. If water and carbon-based life emerged on Earth, then somewhere in this massive universe, similar conditions might easily have given rise to other life forms. However, there's a big difference between microbial alien life and intelligent, advanced extraterrestrial civilizations. The latter would require much rarer circumstances, akin to the process by which humans evolved to develop complex societies and spacefaring technology. Many scientists believe liquid water is key to the emergence of life. While water itself is common in the universe, it only remains liquid in certain temperature ranges. A planet must be the right distance from its star, neither too hot nor too cold. This region is nicknamed the Goldilocks Zone. In our solar system, both Earth and Venus are technically in the Sun's Goldilocks Zone. Yet Venus has a scorching surface temperature and sulfuric acid rain, making life there seemingly impossible. Mars, on the other hand, shows evidence that liquid water once flowed on its surface, suggesting that maybe ancient microbial life existed. Moons can also be interesting candidates. For example, Jupiter's moon Europa and Saturn's moon Enceladus likely have oceans of liquid water beneath their icy crusts. Could alien fish be swimming in those underground seas right now? Is an exciting prospect. Another intriguing place is Saturn's moon Titan, where seas of liquid methane might host some form of exotic carbon-based life. Carbon itself is essential. With 4 valence electrons, carbon can form long chains and a vast array of complex molecules. That's why life on Earth is primarily carbon and water-based. What about silicon-based life? Although silicon has 4 valence electrons as well, its atomic structure makes stable complex molecules much harder to maintain. So most scientists doubt that silicon-based life is likely. How about truly intelligent life that can transmit signals and build starships? That's even more mysterious. In 1961, Frank Drake proposed a systematic way of estimating how many such civilizations might exist in our galaxy. This approach is called the Drake equation. Physicist Enrico Fermi posed the question, if they're so common, where are they? The famous Fermi Paradox. Carl Sagan suggested that Earth looks extremely ordinary from a distance, so there's little reason for ETs to pay us a special visit. UFO sightings never seem to stop. Nowadays, people often refer to them as UAP, unidentified anomalous phenomena, essentially unidentified weird events. Some suggest that governments, like the US Pentagon, keep secret UFO data, fueling conspiracy theories. Yet no definitive, scientifically verified proof has been produced so far. Most sightings could be optical illusions, atmospheric anomalies, or top-secret military tech. In Liu Cixin's sci-fi novel, The Three-Body Problem, there's a concept called the dark forest theory. It suggests civilizations can advance exponentially, and upon detecting another civilization, they might choose to attack first, just to avoid being wiped out themselves later. This is a grim scenario. If we don't shoot first, we risk annihilation. Under that assumption, sending out signals to let others know we exist could be extremely dangerous. If we ever truly encounter ET, what would you ask first? Someone might jokingly say, "Hey, have you tried Korean fried chicken?" But scientists would have more profound questions. For instance, do you also use Newton's FMR, Schrödinger's equation, or do you have another formulation of quantum mechanics? If aliens rely on exactly the same laws we do, it'd be a cosmic stamp of approval. If they have a totally different set of equations, we might learn an entirely new way to describe the universe. We'd also wonder if they use DNA-like molecules for heredity, how their sensory organs work, how their brains process information, and of course, whether they tell lies. The biggest question might be, how did you overcome your civilization's teenage years? War, climate crises, internal conflicts, etc. It's possible, though perhaps unlikely, that we're the only intelligent species out there. That might feel lonely, but at the same time, it'd make humankind incredibly special on a cosmic scale. Think about it. We gaze at the stars, marvel at their beauty, and attempt to understand how the cosmos works, all by ourselves. If that's the case, we carry a massive responsibility. We must protect our planet, overcome wars and prejudice, and maybe one day expand into space to spread awareness and life throughout the galaxy. So, how about you? If you met an alien, what's the very first question you would ask? Or would you rather remain silent for fear it might be dangerous? Please share your thoughts in the comments and I'll highlight the coolest ideas in the next video.
Subscribe it.